Guys, it happened. It happened. Lads, the Indiana Fever have fired Christie Sides. It's about damn time.
Are you able to believe it? The Indiana Fever just fired Christie Sides and hired Stephani White. But here's the big shock. This move may be the key to helping Caitlin Clark reach her full potential. We're talking championship potential, folks, but you may be wondering how a coaching change can make a difference. But let's take a step back. Remember, when Sides took over, she was supposed to be the savior, the one who would breathe new life into this struggling franchise. Fans were buzzing, players were excited, and the front office was confident they'd found their golden applause. This decision could put the team on a path to hoist the trophy in 2025.
Wow, what a day. This is a coach's, this is my staff, this is you guys, this is not an award for me, this is all y'all. What a day! What a day!
The team struggled from the beginning, and you could see the frustration building. However, this is where things get really interesting. It wasn't just about the scoreboard. There was a problem with the team's chemistry, and everyone's attention was on Caitlin Clark, the star of the show.
Body language, you didn't exactly get the vibe that Clark was in love with Christie.
We all know that Clark is a generational talent, but even she was unable to conceal her disappointment, as evidenced by her body language during games. Recall how she used to glow around her college coaches, but that spark simply vanished. It was like watching a star gradually fade, and I can assure you that it was painful to witness.
You hated her, but you didn't get the vibe that she was in love with her. You know, that same sort of relationship she had with Lisa Bluter, or even the, affection she showed to Cheryl Miller at the All-Star game. It just felt a little different. A little bit more, cold is the wrong word, but less effusive.
Every press conference turned into a maze of awkward questions and tense answers. Players were giving Sides the cold shoulder. Interviews hardly mentioned her name, and Clark appeared less than thrilled every time she had to discuss the team's strategy. My shot. The rumors about Sides' this future began to circulate faster than Clark's no-look passes.
Right there, that's why it's so frustrating as a shooter, when it feels so good but it won't go down for you. That's what sucks about it, but like I said, I'm proud of our team. We battled, we fought.
Attempts were made to change things up by changing the starting lineup to better fit Clark's style of play, but it felt like too little, too late. They were eliminated from the playoffs, and fans started calling for a replacement. The tension was evident in every game, every sideline shot, and every timeout huddle.
Christie Sides is not going to be the head coach going.
It's a shocking turn of events, but if we're being honest, the writing was on the wall and the fans were thrilled, guys. The dream of Sides leading this team to glory was fading quickly, replaced by a fever dream of what could have been. And then, just like that, Sides is gone. The coach who was supposed to usher in a new era for the Fever is out the door before the season even hit its stride.
We're going to pour one out for Christie Sides. We're going to pour one out for Christie Sides.
We're talking about a coach who has half the league knocking on her door. So why is everyone suddenly rushing to sign her, and what makes her the potential game changer for Clark in the Fever? Did you notice that the Fever isn't just looking for any coach, they are eyeing a blast from the past? If you want to speak about a coach with real skills, let me tell you that Stephani White is lighting up the WNBA grapevine like a 4th of July fireworks show. Wits has a win-loss record that will make your head spin. Teams are lined up around the block because of their success rate. Stephani White's career record is 59-41, but this is where it gets really juicy. Why isn't she just some random hotshot coach? We're talking about 11 seasons with the Fever as both a player and a coach, and that's the kind of deep connection you can't fake. She was the one making the calls the last time the Fever made a playoff run, which was in 2016, I believe.
So, Stephani White, the Indiana Fever, former Indiana Fever coach, is currently being recruited by the Indiana Fever. Let's celebrate. It's time to celebrate.
Now, you may be thinking, okay, she has history, but does she have what it takes to lead this team? Well, listen to this. White people were cheering Clark on from the rooftops when she broke the all-time scoring record at Iowa. You guessed it, they were there to give him a heartfelt congratulations. Stephani White stated,
White's career record, 59-41.
Hold on to your seats, though, because this story has more twists than a pretzel factory. White isn't just talking to the Fever. Oh no, she has the Chicago sky and the Connecticut sun pounding on her door. Secondly, we have a traditional bidding war, people.
He's a proven coach in the WNBA.
and everyone is wondering if the Fever will triumph. You have to acknowledge that White has a difficult-to-resist hometown hero vibe.
Stephani White here. Congratulations on breaking the scoring record. What an accomplishment, on top of many other incredible accomplishments. Best of luck to you on the rest of your journey and continued success.
That's the kind of enthusiasm that can ignite a team, but the crucial question is whether nostalgia will be sufficient to restore this team to glory. White has the history, the record, and the Indiana connection, but the WNBA is a completely different ballgame. Now, Clark is more than just a rookie. She's a basketball prodigy who needs a coach who can elevate her game and build the team's strategy around her skills.
Has been in talks with multiple teams regarding her future. The 3 teams remaining in the picture at this point are the Sky, Fever, and Sun, according to multiple league sources.
What do you think? Is Stephani White the missing component that may make the Fever a title contender, or is this just a trip down memory lane that will leave the club mired in the past? One thing is certain with White in the mix. The future of Indiana basketball appears more promising than ever, but can she live up to all that promise? That's the real game we're all watching. If you think White has a big decision to make, wait until you hear about the $88 million question that has everyone talking. We're not just picking, we're talking about building an entire dynasty around a single person. And let me tell you, this player has the kind of vision that may make or kill a franchise. So, who is actually in charge in Indiana?
Exciting. Certainly I was born and raised in Indiana, and so have a lot of pride in Indiana basketball, and a lot of pride in the Fever organization, being a player and a coach there. And it's exciting what's happening with the organization and where they are. I mean, most organizations have their ups and downs, certainly. But I'm proud of the growth of the Indiana Fever.
All right, let's discuss the superstar on the court, or perhaps more accurately, the elephant in the room. Caitlin Clark. This isn't just about finding a new coach, it's about building a dynasty around a generational talent. When Clark first joined the Fever, everyone was talking about how she'd turn this franchise around overnight, and everyone was applauding. However, now that the pressure is at an all-time high, every decision the Fever makes will be scrutinized like it's under a microscope because, with Clark at the helm, they are not just planning for the next 10 years. Clark isn't just any rookie, she's a basketball genius with a vision for the game that's light years ahead of her peers. We're talking about a player whose basketball IQ is off the charts, who can make plays that leave everyone else wondering how she even saw passing lanes, and who can send threes from the logo like it's nothing.
Franchise is going to be built around Caitlin Clark. Both the play style, the marketing, everything about the Indiana Fever is going to be built around Caitlin.
And get this, insiders claim that Clark's criticism played a significant role in his leaving. Yes, people, the rookie has that much influence already. It's as though she has the franchise's keys and isn't scared to use them. Please remember to like, subscribe, and enable all notifications if you have watched this far and found the video entertaining.